David Jaffe, or David Jaffe, whatever you want to call him. This ain't it. Okay, David Jaffe has decided to go and make a video defending Alyssa Mercante, going up to Smash JT, and we got to talk about it. So let's start this video off by saying, listen, this is just a feeble old man. Okay, so we're not going to be as raunchy or as, controversial as we normally are, because I want to give this dude a chance. Listen, we're going to react to this video. We're going to speak our piece on it, and then we're going to go into it. But before we do, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. If this is your second time watching, you might as well subscribe, my guy. We're trying to get to 30K by the end of the year, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that. Did you hit that button? Good. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go. So first off, before we get started, I'm going to talk to you, Jaffe, respectfully, okay? Because you're highly misinformed. I'm going to assume that because you are older, you have a lot more life experience than I do. You should be wiser. But the way that you come off in this video seems like you're not. So you are, the first thing I want to, point out to everyone is that you are, my guy, one of the greatest video game creators of all time. You made a video game called God of War that shaped the childhoods of a great many of people, including myself, maybe even Alyssa Mercante, Hypnotic, everyone, okay? I think it's pretty sad that you're on YouTube with 55,000 subscribers making a video defending Alyssa Mercante, and you can only muster up 1,000 views in, 10 hours? You can look at this video, only 72 likes, 96 comments. I've never seen that before. It's got to be a record. Got to be a record. Anyway, we're going to get into it. Let's go ahead and see what David Jaffe had to say.
I just want to make it clear just how disingenuous a lot of these people are. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like Alyssa. You don't have to agree with anything we say. But it'd be nice, at least if some of you guys who don't know you're being lied to, or at least being informed by people who are not informed themselves, it would be nice to share that data with you and do with that what you want.
She went on.
Okay, so first of all, the reason why I pointed out that you've only gotten 1,000 views in 10 hours, everyone's disliking your video, it's because that's egregious. With your level of influence, you should be, if your message was true, you should be garnering more attention for this. I think that you need to consider the strong possibility that you're just in the wrong on this. The same way I had to consider the possibility that I'm just in the wrong when it comes to whether or not a expansion should be considered game of the year or not, talking about Elden Ring. And I'm still a little bit iffy on that, but I can acknowledge I lost the debate, and it is what it is. Gamers have spoken, okay? Gamers have spoken. But you're trying to talk to what you believe is people who just don't know and are too stupid to know, when in reality, they do know. And everybody can see what it is, except you and Alyssa Mercante. So we're going to continue.
On a live stream with none other than David Jaffe. She went on a rant, she went on rambles, and well, she has made herself look extremely bad, and she accidentally destroyed her own lawsuit. So this is a Smash JT article.
The last couple of days since Alyssa came on my show, I've seen a number of this sort of thing on the internet. Alyssa Mercante destroyed her lawsuit. She accidentally destroyed her lawsuit, caught in a huge lie. Mercante quits X, destroys lawsuit versus this Smash, what's his name? Jet, whatever, the Smash guy. I'm not a lawyer, so take it with a grain of salt, but I think I have read I've read the lawsuit. Here it is right here. If you're curious, what a lot of people are pointing to, well, there's two things they're pointing to, saying, see, you caught yourself in a lie, blah, blah, blah. It's a defamation suit that she's filed against the Smash guy. What she is saying is that he defamed her, said things like she was a prostitute and she took money for sex, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of the main crux of it. There's a whole backlog in this, which is really interesting reading about what this Smash guy was doing before he kind of became this sort of internet personality and what she's done, blah, blah, do with that what you want. It's kind of interesting. I haven't read a lot of lawsuits, but I've read enough to know that this one is written in a way that's like, oh, it's pretty clear to understand what's going on here. It's on
I would disagree with that, but go on.
Page 22, section C, paragraph 92. That's the guy's name, Smash JT. Oh, I see. Smash JT, right, is Jeff Tarzia. Crosses the line. And this is, I guess, where it becomes what Alyssa and her attorney are claiming are defamation. On the 30th of March, 2024, Tarzia posted horrification. What's that? Like what Alyssa Mercante does, sucking in her off time for money. Then on April 1st, he said Alyssa has since come forward stating she used to be a sex worker sucking for money before working at Kotaku. On the same day,
So Smash JT posted what's horrification? He posted horrification. What's that? Like what Alyssa Mercante does, sucking dicks in her off time for money?
He repeated the claims on his website. Then he repeated them again on a channel at the 1st and 3rd of May of that same year. Such conduct, says the lawsuit, constitutes the crime of prostitution under New York penal law. He's defaming her, says the lawsuit, because he's claiming she's a prostitute. And when she came on my show, she said this.
What I did, because I did briefly do cam work, just like digitally stripping. Not even really.
Like cam girl stuff. Yeah.
Years and years ago when I first graduated from post grad, I probably did it not very long. It kind of gave me the ick.
Right.
And I've openly spoken about it, but it was getting twisted, and it still is twisted to where people believe not only that I was a prostitute, which is very different, but that I have performed sexual acts to get my job or to get money, and none of that is true. So
let's address the prostitution part. So here's the thing. Alyssa Mercante has made jokes or comments herself alluding to her being a prostitute. She literally said, if I were to leave the gaming industry or get, fired from the gaming industry or something like that, then I'm just going to go back to sex work because at least when I get fucked, I get paid heavily for it. Now, you can't make a comment like that and think that you're the only person that can comment on it. You made the joke. Whether or not it was a joke, it doesn't matter. You made the joke, and now everybody else is making the joke. You can't determine whether or not somebody else is making a joke. If I say, ha, 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 Alyssa Mercante sucked dick to get her job. Well, you made a comment when somebody asked you how you got into the gaming industry. You said you suck dick. You made that comment. So you can't tell me whether I'm joking or not. You have no case. It is what it is. But let me let David Jaffe cook.
That is damaging.
Now, if you look up...
It's not damaging. You damaged yourself when you threw it out there. Let me run that back.
That is damaging.
Now, if you
acts to get my job or to get money, and none of that is true. So that is damaging.
Now,
if you damaged yourself when you put it out there. Nobody would know these things, Alyssa Mercante, if you had not put it out there. You put it out there. You the one that said, I used to be a sex worker. I used to be a cam girl. Somebody asked you how you got into the industry. You said, I suck dick. You said, if I ever get fired in the industry, then I'm going to go back to sex work because at least when I get fucked there, I get paid heavily for it. That's prostitution.
Look up the definition of prostitution, barring very specific edge cases, and I don't mean it like that, you filthy person, very specific edge cases of which this is not. Prostitution requires physical contact. So if you are bartering...
This is the definition that he's using in the United States. Camming is generally legal, but performers must adhere to laws concerning obscenity and ensure they are not engaging in activities that would be considered illegal under state or federal laws. The laws can vary by state, and some states have more restrictive or vague statutes regarding what constitutes obscene behavior. Legal advice is often recommended to navigate these complexities.
Services, goods, money for sex, that falls into the definition of prostitution. And yes, that is illegal in most parts of America, including New York. Being a cam girl, which is what she was, is not prostitution. Okay, so that's...
No, cam girl work is not illegal in New York, but webcam models are considered self-employed workers and have tax obligations.
And he says it, a lot, apparently, according to the lawsuit. He literally writes on his post on his channel stating...
Okay, so the legal definition of prostitution under New York Penal Law 230, prostitution is defined as engaging or agreeing to engage in sexual conduct with another person in return for a fee. Sexual conduct is broadly interpreted to involve physical acts. Camming, where individuals perform live over the internet, often involves no physical contact, thus typically falling outside of this legal definition. The act of being a cam girl usually involves performance for entertainment, which can include sexual elements, but does not necessarily involve direct sexual conduct with the viewer. Lack of physical interaction. Prostitution laws in New York State and New York City focus on physical sexual conduct in exchange for payment. Since camming involves virtual interactions, there's no direct physical exchange of sexual services for money, which is a key component in prostitution charges. There you
go. That she used to be a sex worker, sucking dick for money before working at Kotaku. Okay, so if you agree with the legal definition, and if not, take that up with your congressman or your lawyer, we can agree that this statement...
Because I did briefly do cam work, just like digitally stripping.
...is not her blowing up her lawsuit. You may think being a cam girl is shameful, of which I would say, I think you're an idiot. But that aside, you have a right to think what you want about other people's choices. But what you don't have...
Well, I'm going to let him continue before I cook.
...have a right to do, at least in America, is say just because you don't agree with them morally, it is equivalent to a law being broken. The other thing is the sucking dick part. Now, this is the tweet that is referenced, I believe, in the lawsuit. Obviously, now, maybe he's got another tweet, but this is the tweet that she mentioned on the show, and this is the tweet here. So has she said she sucked to get the job at Kotaku? She did say that. Did she make it clear both here on my show and also just anybody with a freaking brain would know she was being sarcastic? And she was
No. That's not how the law works. That is not how the law works. You cannot make a comment and say, I suck dick to get where I am. The entire So first of all, David Jaffe, what you need to understand is that, and I'm surprised you don't know this, or maybe you do know it and you're just running point for Alyssa Mercante. I don't know. Alyssa Mercante is a public figure, the same way you are a public figure. The same reason why I, to a much lesser degree, am a public figure. Once you are a public figure or a celebrity, the burden of defamation in the courtroom is astronomically high. I mean, you have to go and be above and beyond to prove that the defendant actually defamed you, that what they said was so damaging to your career and it was so obviously untrue. Obviously, this isn't a teacher suing a parent for the parent spreading malicious lies about her or him having sexual relations with her students. No, this isn't a cable guy suing a customer who said that he came in and touched her, even though he didn't. No, this is a public figure. So when you make a public statement like I suck dick to get where I am, and the public runs with your statement and makes jokes about it and states it over and over and over again, you are at fault. It doesn't matter whether or not it's true. It doesn't matter whether or not it fits the legal definition of her being a cam girl or whatnot. She said it. Now, the part about her being a cam girl, see, the thing is, when you admit to being a sex worker, you cannot then say, I was a sex worker, yes, but I never sucked dick. So you saying that I suck dick is defamation. No. What do sex workers do? The lead here, David Jaffe, is that she once said she was a sex worker. Then she comes and she says she's a cam girl, which means it's all bets are off. I can speculate about the nature of it. Just because you said all I did as a sex worker was be a cam girl does not mean you were being truthful about that. That would mean you would have to go into the courtroom and prove beyond all reasonable doubt that the only thing that you ever did was be a cam girl. Especially when you got tweets floating around of you saying I suck dick to get where I am, whether you were joking or not. Or you got a tweet that says, if I ever get fired from gaming, then I'll go back to sex work because at least when I get fucked, I'll be getting paid handsomely for it. You said those things. So in the eyes of the courtroom, how is it defamation for people to speculate on the nature of sex work that you participated in when you're the one that said it?
I saw a tweet you made saying that when somebody asked you, and you're smiling right now because you know it's coming. Somebody asked you, how did you get into this industry? You said you suck. Is that true? And if not, then, and if it is, then why are the people who are accusing you of that wrong?
Is it true she made the tweet, or is it true she did that?
Yeah, is it true she made the tweet? And if it's true that she made that tweet, which I know it's true because I've seen it, then aren't they justified in saying that you made it to the top by sucking people?
My guess is it was clearly a joke if you made the tweet.
That's a good
Maybe
guess.
not. She's very sex positive. So listen, did you say that? Did you tweet that out?
That tweet that you've seen, I think hyperbole is a lost art.
The JT guy would have to somehow prove that most people would look at this and assume that this is a serious answer to a question of how.
No. That is not how the law works. You can't bring in a tweet, something that somebody wrote, and assume the interpretation of it and assume that everybody's going to take it the way that that person intended. Once you put it out on the internet, that's it. That's it, guys. Once you put it out on the internet, you don't get to cry victim over the way that people interpreted your tweet or your message or your email or your whatever. You put it out there. So the way that we took it is the way that we took it. You can't sue me for defamation for that. Continue.
Got your job at Kotaku. Her simply bringing up a tweet that's already been out in the public that clearly was a joke, whether you think it was or not. Her talking about the tweet that everybody has access to didn't blow up her lawsuit because it was already in the public discourse. Which
is the reason why she had no case to begin with. So you saying that means nothing. It means nothing. It was already in the public. Yeah, we know. Which is why we've been saying from the jump, she never had a case.
And her saying that she had been a cam girl does nothing to blow up the lawsuit. So when Alyssa came to me and we were talking about coming on the show, I mean, I went to her.
That's a lie because her saying that she's been a cam girl admits that she was a participant in sex work, and people speculating on the nature of her sex work is not defamation.
And said we come on the show, but she came to me and said, yeah, but I'm going to do it, but I can't talk about the lawsuit. It's not like she entered into this like a moron. She's a very smart lady. She's like, yeah, of course, here are the things I can't, don't ask me.
You know that how? She's a very smart lady how? Tell me something. Does a smart person go up to a hornet's nest, pick it, get stung multiple times, and then continue kicking the hornet's nest? That's not something that a smart person does. Alyssa Mercante is suing Jeff Tarzia for harassment, claiming that he's harassing her when his entire YouTube channel is based on covering drama in the video games industry, and she continues to stir up drama. That's not a smart person. That's a person who's dumb and can't take the L. So I don't know what, like, she's a smart lady. How you know that? How? You don't know her. You don't know her.
About Jeff, which I didn't. Don't ask me at the lawsuit, which I didn't. People called in and I made it clear she can't really get into that. And whatever she did want to talk about was she brought up.
I think hyperbole is a lost art. And
There
I
we
think
go.
jokes are often misunderstood online. But I also can't
But-
see.
Oh, now jokes are misunderstood. So somebody make a joke about you, it's harassment. But you make a joke about sucking dick, and all of a sudden hyperbole is lost, and jokes are a lost art, and it's misunderstood. Girl, if you don't go straight to hell.
Not that much for a lot of reasons.
You want us to give you a
Fair
second
enough.
to look up hyperbole?
I know what hyperbole means, and it's fair enough. I'm just saying. So people calling you out because not everything is understood through text. People saying you suck your way to the top. It's not them lying. It sounds true. You wrote
Yeah,
it, and
again,
if you're saying it's a joke, you could have clarified that.
There is a very valid reason why I can't clarify that and I can't speak to it anymore. But hopefully in due time, people will learn that.
She's not a moron. Okay, so if you're trolling, I get it. Haha, well, you got to win for your little buddy who you think really likes you and you're in a weird parasocial relationship with because your own parents and your brother and your friends really secretly hate you. I get it.
Says the nigga who participated in transing his child. Stop it. You don't get to lecture nobody about their relationship with their family members when you are for transing children. Stop it. Stop it.
But if you actually think you've got the skinny and you're being told the truths by these people, I would advise you, I'll put a link below in this video, to read the lawsuit for yourself and then ask yourself, are they dealing with you in good faith, or are they simply there trying to make you give them money or motivate you to give them money so you feel like you are not alone and you are being heard? And again, don't come to my channel. Don't come to Alyssa's channel. You don't have to watch I'd love you to, but I'm not your alternative. I'm not like, hey, okay, Jaffe says don't go there, come here. No, go find someone. Find the most shit that I find offensive in the world.
So first of all, we've already gone over the lawsuit. We read it. All of the people that you're calling grifters, all of the people you're calling liars, we've all read it. Our audience isn't stupid. We're not dumb. They aren't dumb. All of this is readily available stuff for them to read. You saying that like you're breaking news, guys. Here's the lawsuit for yourself. Go read it. Bitch, they already wrote it. They already read it. So like you forget you're dealing with, I get it. I see where this is coming from. You heard that comment made by that fat piece of shit, Review Tech USA, and you seem to believe that there are actually young men in our audience who don't know any better, can't read for themselves, too dumb to know what the truth actually is. And so you think you're talking to them? Good luck. I see it's not working.
But at least make sure they're being honest with you. That's the main thing. Because come on, man. Y'all got to be smarter, because if you fall for these fucking morons, you're gonna fall. There are a lot smarter people out there trying to fucking bamboozle you, man. Be careful.
These morons coming from the same dude who brought Alyssa Mercante on his show to ask for some box. Allegedly, he didn't ask for the box. He told her he wanted the box. You know what he alluded to the fact that he would want the box. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, man. And here's the thing: the same way you're getting cooked in your comments, it's the same way I can get cooked in my comments. Smash JT can get cooked in his comments. They can come on our live streams and say what they want. And you guys are always talking about the money. Why can't, like, you speaking the truth that you allegedly speak, why can't your audience pay you to speak what you say? You guys are always crying about the money. Oh, they're trying to get you to put in super chats. Guys, we don't ask for them. People put it in because they want their comments read. They want their voice heard. And you're constantly trying to silence them. Look at them. You're just getting cooked. Low take. There's literal receipts about her harassing his family and trying to dox him. Just stick to gaming. Drama commentary isn't your strong suit. Can't disagree. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. As always.
What's his name? Jet, whatever, the Smash guy. I'm not a lawyer.
That was a mistake. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. As always, may the grip be with you. I'll talk to y'all later.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you.